Welcome, my dear kids. A very warm good morning to all my dear babies. How are you all? I hope you all are staying fine and happy at home. Have you had your breakfast? Drink plenty of water. Yes, I know my kids are so smart and brilliant that you will do everything neatly. Have you done your exam well? Isn't it? Yes, I know you have done your exam well and scored good marks at your exam. Shall we begin today's class? Let us begin. Today we are going to study the subtraction from the unit 2 addition and subtraction up to 100. Okay, my dear babies, we know that taking away of things from a group of things is called subtraction and minus is the sign of subtraction. Isn't it? We have already studied it. Today, we are going to study 3 ways of subtraction. Number 1, subtraction by crossing out. Okay, my dear kids, the question may be asked like this. Subtract by crossing out. What may be the question? The question may be asked like this. Subtract by crossing out. Okay, dear kids, look to the first question. The first question here is asked as 9 minus 3. What is the first question? 9 minus 3. We know that minus is the sign of subtraction. What we are going to do here? We are going to do the subtraction of this question by crossing out. What we are going to do? We are going to do this subtraction by what method? By crossing out. Look to the first number. What is the first number? The first number is 9. What is the first number? The first number is 9. So, we can draw 9 lines here. How many lines? 9 lines because the first number is 9. So, we can draw how many lines? 9 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dear kids, what we are going to do? We are going to do the subtraction by crossing out. For doing this, what we have done? The first question is 9 minus 3. What is the first question? It is 9 minus 3. So, what we did? What is the first number? 9. So, we draw 9 lines. What is the second number? It is 3. What is the second number? It is 3. So, we are going to cut 3 lines from this. What we are going to do? We are going to cut 3 lines from this because the second number is what? 3. So, we are going to cut 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. I cut 3 lines from these 9 lines. Now, look at this. How many lines are remaining there? Now, let us count how many lines are remaining there. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many lines are remaining there? There are 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, my dear kids, the 6 is the answer. What is the answer of this question? 6 is the answer. Dear kids, for doing the subtraction by crossing out, what we have done? The first question is 9 minus 3. What is the first question? It is 9 minus 3. For doing the subtraction by crossing out, what we have done? First we draw 9 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then moving to the second number. What is the second number? It is 3. So we cut 3 lines. After that we count the remaining lines. How many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we wrote 6 as answer. Is it clear, my dear kids? This is how we want to do the subtraction by crossing out. Look to the first number and draw as much line. And then look to the second number and cut those number of lines. And count the remaining lines and write it as answer. Is it clear, my dear kids? Moving to the second question. Look at this. The second question is 5 minus 2. What is the second question? It is 5 minus 2. What we are going to do? We are going to do the subtraction by crossing out. What we are going to do? Subtraction by crossing out. How we can do is, look to the first number. The first number is 5. What is the first number? It is 5. So we can draw how many lines? 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dear kids, look at this carefully. The first number is 5. So we draw 5 lines. Moving to the second number. What is the second number? It is 2. What is the second number? It is 2. So we can cut 2 lines from these 5 lines. How many lines we are going to cut? We are going to cut 2 lines. That is 1, 2. Then look, how many lines are remaining there? 1, 2, 3. How many lines are there? 1, 2, 3. So we can say that 5 minus 2 is what? It is 3. Is it clear, my dear kids? 5 minus 2. First we draw 5 lines. Then the second number is 2. So we cut 2 lines from here. And then we count how many lines are remaining there. And then we wrote that number. That is, here 3 lines are remaining. So we wrote 3. Is it clear, my dear kids? Okay, my dear kids, moving to the third question. Moving to the third question. Look at this. The third question is 16 minus 7. What is the third question? The question is 16 minus 7. What we are going to do? We are going to do the subtraction by crossing out. We are going to do subtraction by crossing out. First, what we want to do? Look to the first number. The first number is what? 16. Tell louder, what is the first number? 16. So, what we can do? We can draw how many lines? Tell louder. Yes, we have to draw the 16 lines. How many lines? We have to draw 16 lines. Why? Because 16 is the first number. So, we want to draw how many lines? 16 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Dear kids, look at this. I draw how many lines? 16 lines. Then, moving to the second number. What is the second number? 7. So, how many lines we want to cut here? Tell louder, how many lines we want to cut here? Yes, we want to cut 7 lines. How many lines? 7 lines. Look at this. There are 16 lines. Now, we are going to cut how many lines? 7 lines. Let us cut 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We cut 7 lines. Then, what we can do? We can count the remaining lines. What we can do? We can count the remaining lines. Come, let us count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many lines are remaining there? There are 9 lines. So we can say that 16 minus 7 equals what? It is 9. 16 minus 7 equals 9. Dear kids, what we have done? First we draw 16 lines. Then we cross out 7 lines. And after that we count the remaining lines and write the answer. After cutting the 7 lines, how many lines are remained there? There are 9 lines. So, we wrote 9. Is it clear? Moving to the next question. Look at this. The fourth question is 14 minus 3. What is the fourth question? 14 minus 3. Dear kids, can you tell me what we can do first? Yes, we want to draw lines. How many lines? Yes, 14 lines. Tell louder. How many lines we are going to draw here? We are going to draw 14 lines because the 14 is the first number. So what we are going to do first? We are going to draw 14 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we have drawn the 14 lines. Then what is the next step we want to do? Tell louder. Yes, we want to cut the lines. How many lines we want to cut? We want to cut louder. Yes, 3 lines. How many lines? 3 lines. Dear kids, I am going to cut 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Then what is the next step we are going to do? Yes, we are going to count the remaining lines. What we are going to do? We are going to count the remaining lines. Let us count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dear kids, how many lines are remaining there? There are 11 lines. So, then tell me what is the answer? The 11 is the answer. Dear kids, 14 minus 3 equals what? It is 11. Is it clear, my dear kids? This is how we want to do the subtraction by crossing out. Look to the first number and draw that number lines and then cut the lines as according to the second number. Then count the remaining lines and write that number as answer. Is it clear, my dear kids? And number 2, subtraction by counting backward. Okay, my dear kids. Next we are going to study the subtract by counting backward. What we are going to study? Subtracting by counting backward. We know that by counting backward we can do the subtraction. That is what we are going to do here. What we are going to study? We are going to study subtract by counting backward. Subtract by counting backward. Look to the first question. The first question is 7 minus 4. What is the first question? The first question is 7 minus 4. Dear kids, in this topic we are going to do the subtraction by counting forward. For that, look to the second number. What is the second number? It is 4. What is the second number? It is 4. So, we can draw 4 circles. How many circles we will draw? We will draw 4 circles because the second number is what? 4. Dear kids, by doing the subtraction by counting backward, we have to look to the second number. What is the second number? It is 4. So, we draw 4 circles. Then, look to the first number. It is 7. What is the first number? It is 7. Let us write the 7 at last. Let us write the first number at last. Dear kids, listen carefully. We draw the circles as according to the second number and we write the first number at last. We write the first number at last. Now, we are going to do the subtraction by counting backward. For doing this, what you want to do is count backward 4 numbers from 7. Count backward. It is not forward. Dear kids, we are counting backward. Can you tell me which number comes before 7? Before 7, it comes 6. Then, which number before 6? It is 5. Before 5, it is 4. Before 4, it is 3. Then tell me, what is the answer of 7 minus 4? It is 3. What is the answer? It is 3. Dear kids, listen carefully. How we can do the subtraction by counting forward is, here the first question is 7 minus 4. What is the first question? 7 minus 4. For doing the subtraction by counting forward, look to the second number. Dear kids, look to the second number. Which is the second number here? It is 4. What is the second number here? It is 4. So we can draw 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dear kids, the 4 is the second number. So we draw 4 circles. Then look to the first number. What is the first number? It is 7. Let us write the first number at last. Let us write the first number at last. Now we are going to do the subtraction by counting backward. For doing this, we have to count backward. It is not forward, my dear kids. We have to count backward 4 numbers from 7. For doing this, can you tell me which number comes before 7? We have already studied the number steps, isn't it? Can you tell me which number comes before 7? It is 6. Let us write the 6 here. Can you tell me which number comes before 6? It is 5. Then before 5, it is 4. Before 4, it is 3. Now we can say that what is the answer? The 3 is the answer. So we can say that 7 minus 4 equals 3. Is it clear, my dear kids? You have to remind that subtract by counting forward. You have to look to the before number. You have to look to the before number. Is it clear, my dear kids? Moving to the second question. Look to the second question. The second question here is 25 minus 3. What is the second question? The second question is 25 minus 3. What we are going to do? We are going to do the subtraction by counting backward. Subtraction by counting backward. Dear kids, I have told you for doing the counting backward subtraction, which number we will look first? We will look to the first number or the second number first? Yes, we have to look to the second number. What is the second number? It is 3. What is the second number? It is 3. So, we are going to draw 3 circles. What we have done? We look to the second number. It is 3. So, we draw 3 circles. Then, what we can do next? We can write the first number at last. We can write the first number at last. That is 25. We draw the circles as in the second digit and we wrote the first digit at last. Now what we can do? We can count backward 3 numbers from 25. We can count backward, or we can tell 3 numbers before 25. 3 numbers before 25. Can you tell me which number comes before 25? It is 24. Very good. Before 24, it is 23. Then before 23, it is 22. Then tell me what is the answer? What is the answer? The last digit, that is 22, is the answer. Is it clear, my dear kids? For doing the subtraction by counting forward, first we draw the 3 circles and then we wrote the first number, that is 25 at last. After that, what we have done? We have count 3 numbers before 25. Before 25, it is 24, then 23 and 22. Then we can write the 22 is the answer. Is it clear, my dear kids? Moving to the next question. Look at the next question. The next question is 96 minus 5. What is the next question? It is 96 minus 5. Subtract by counting backward. Let us look to the second number. What is the second number? It is 5. Then tell me how many circles we will draw here. We will draw the 5 circles. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dear kids, the second number is 5. So we draw how many circles? 5 circles. Then what we can do next? We can write the first number at last. What is the first number? 96. So we can write 96 here. Now what we can do? We can tell 5 numbers before 96. We can tell how many numbers? 5 numbers before 96. Can you tell me which number comes before 96? It is 95. Before 95, tell me, it is 94. Then before 94, 93. Then before 93, it is 92, and before 92, it is 91. Then tell me what is the answer? 91 is the answer. What is the answer? 91 is the answer. Is it clear, my dear kids? Here we have to tell 5 numbers before 96. We want to say 5 numbers before 96. Is it clear, my dear kids? Moving to the next question. Look at this. The next question is 72 minus 3. The next question is 72 minus 3. Look at this. What is the first number? 72, and the second number is 3. What we are going to do? We are going to do the subtraction by counting backward. We are going to do the subtraction by counting backward. Okay, dear kids, for doing this subtraction, which number we will look? First or second number? Tell louder. Yes, we have to look to the second number. So, which is the second number? 3. So, we can draw 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. Then, which number you will write at last? Which number you will write at last? Yes, we will write the first number, that is 72. Which number we will write? We will write the first number 72 at last. Now what will you do? We have to tell 3 numbers before 72. We have to tell 3 numbers before 72. Can you tell me which number comes before 72? Tell louder. Before 72, it is 71. Very good. Before 71, it is 70. Very good. Before 70, which number will come? Tell louder. Before 70, which number will come? Very good. It is 69. Which number will come before 70? It is 69. Then tell me what is the answer? 69 is the answer. Dear kids, so we can say that 72 minus 3 equals what? It is 69. Is it clear, my dear kids? This is how you want to do the subtraction by counting backward. Is it clear? And number 3, subtraction on number strips. Okay, my dear kids. Next, we are going to study subtraction on number strip. What we are going to study? We are going to study how we can do the subtraction on number strip. Okay, dear kids, look at this. The first question is 10 minus 2. What is the first question? 10 minus 2. Dear kids, we have already studied addition on number strips, isn't it? We have already studied addition on number strip. While doing the addition on number strip, we have to jump forward. We have to jump forward. But in the subtraction on number strip, we have to do the backward jump. Dear kids, what jump we want to make here? We want to make the backward jump. Look at this. The first question is 10 minus 2. The first question is 10 minus 2. Dear kids, the first number means from where we have to start the jumping. First number shows from where we have to start the jumping. And the second number shows how many backward jump we want to make. Dear kids, there are 2 numbers. The first number shows from where we have to start the jumping. And the second number means how many backward jump we want to make. Let us look how we can do the subtraction on number strip. Look at this, dear kids. Here is the number strip. Here is the number strip. Here we are going to do the subtraction on number strip. Look at this. The first number is 10. I have already told you that the first number means from where we have to start the jumping. Tell me from where we have to start the jumping. We have to start the jumping from the number 10. How many jumps? 2. Forward or backward jump? Yes, we want to make the backward jump. Dear kids, listen carefully. From 10, we have to make 2 backward jump. How many backward jump? 2 backward jump. From 10, 2 backward jump. Let us start the jumping. 1, 2. Dear kids, where we are now? We are at 8. So, what is the answer? 8 is the answer. 10 minus 2 equals 8. Is it clear, my dear kids? Dear kids, we are doing the subtraction on number strip. Here is the number strip. The first question is 10 minus 2. What is the first question? 10 minus 2. The first number shows from where we have to start the jumping. From where we want to start the jumping? We want to start the jumping from 10. What does the second number means? The second number means how many backward jump we want to make. How many backward jump we want to make? 2 backward jump. From 10, 1, 2. Tell where we are now. We are at 8. So we can say that 8 is the answer. Is it clear, my dear kids? Moving to the next question. Look at this. The second question is 35 minus 4. The second question is 35 minus 4. We are going to do the subtraction on number strip. We are going to do the subtraction on number strips. Okay, dear kids, look at this. Here is the number strip. Here is the number strip. Look at the question. The first number is 35. So, we know that from where we want to start the jumping. We want to start the jumping from 35. Look to the second number. How many backward jump? We want to make 4 backward jump. Dear kids, from 35 we want to jump. And how many backward jump we want to make? We want to make 4 backward jump. From 35, let us start the jumping. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dear kids, where we are now? We are at 31. Where we are now? We are at 31. So, we can write 31 is the answer. Dear kids, what is the answer of 35 minus 4? It is 31. Is it clear, my dear kids? In this question, from 35 we start the jumping. How many backward jump? 4 backward jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are at 31. So we say that 35 minus 4 equals what? 31. Moving to the next question. Look at this. The next question is 84 minus 6. The third question is 84 minus 6. Okay, my dear kids, here is the number strip. Here is the number strip. Here we are going to do the subtraction 84 minus 6. Look to the question. From where we want to start the jumping? Tell me louder. Dear kids, tell louder from where we want to start the jumping. Yes, it is from 84. From where we want to start the jumping? We want to start the jumping from 84. How many backward jump? Yes, very good. How many backward jump? 6 backward jump. From 84, we want to make 6 backward jump. Shall we start the jumping? Yes, come let us start the jumping. From 84, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dear kids, tell where we are now? We are at 78. Where we are now? We are at 78. So we can say that 78 is the answer. Then what is the answer of 84 minus 6? It is 78. In this question, the first number is 84. So we start the jumping from the number 84. The second number is 6. So we made how many backward jump? 6 backward jump from the 84. How many backward jump? 6 backward jump. From 84, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dear kids, tell where we are now. Now we are at 78. So the answer of 84 minus 6 equals 78. Is it clear, my dear kids? Moving to the next question. The fourth question is 33 minus 7. What is the fourth question? It is 33 minus 7. Let us do this subtraction on number strips. Look at this. Here is the number strip. Now we are going to do the subtraction on number strip. The question is 33 minus 7. What is the first number? 33. So we know that from where we want to start the jumping? From where? Tell louder. Yes, we want to start the jumping from 33. We want to start the jumping from 33. Then, how many backward jump you want to make? We want to make 7 backward jump. How many backward jump you want to make? We want to make 7 backward jump from the number 33. Shall we start jumping? Yes, come let us start the jumping. From 33, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dear kids, tell where we are now. We are at 26. Where we are now? We are at 26. So we can say that 33 minus 7 equals 26. 33 minus 7 equals 26. Is it clear, my dear kids? In this question, we start the jumping from the number 33. The first number is 33. So we start the jumping from the number 33. Then we want to make the backward jump, isn't it? For the subtraction, we want to make the backward jump. How many backward jump? We want to make the 7 backward jump. From 33, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where we are now? We are at 26. So the answer of 33 minus 7 equals 26. Is it clear, my dear kids? This is how we want to do the subtraction on number strips. Okay, my dear kids, I hope you have understood today's class. Dear kids, eat healthy food, drink plenty of water, play well, study well, take enough rest, stay home, stay safe, and take care of yourself. See you in next class. Bye-bye.